Who wants to see what I've got from IKEA?
I've done something a little bit different, which I need to look at, and I need your kind of take on and your thoughts on.
What have we had from Amazon today? It is hailed to be the camera for vlogging.
I had a really interesting letter following up from the operation I had back in July.
People have said to me in the comments sometimes, they'll go, whoop! I'm answering a question about older children after something I said about my eldest and him being assessed, which I don't think I've talked about on this channel at all.
Hi guys, Ree here from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel and another vlog. How are we all? Are we feeling Christmassy? I have just got back from filming a very festive Christmassy come shop with me in Primark, which is always so fun to do. But I've got to ask, why is it so hot in every store in the country? Regardless of the season, I was in a winter coat and absolutely melting, so I had to strip that off. But anyway, that video is already on my channel at this stage. So there's all that you can go and watch after you've seen this one. I am now going to have a little bit of something to eat because I'm flipping starving, and then transfer the footage onto my computer. I've done something a little bit different, which I need to look at, and I need your kind of take on and your thoughts on. As you know, your feedback is always very important to me. But first, food, because I'm starving.
The lunch was yummy, and just before I film my haul part of my Primark Come Shop With Me haul, let me explain about what I've been doing. So I filmed almost all of the Primark Come Shop With Me video using this little camera, which I had a couple of weeks ago. It is hailed to be the camera for vlogging. According to all of the tech experts, this is the vlogging camera of the year, ideal for if you are thinking about starting YouTube, already doing YouTube, or just want to film your family. Now, I had the version 2 of this camera and I was really impressed with it, but the audio wasn't amazing and the low light wasn't amazing. This has fixed both of those things because it comes with, if you buy the Creator Combo anyway, this little wireless microphone. So I just filmed everything on that Primark Come Shop With Me haul just using these two little things. So it was really tiny and inconspicuous. Normally I film with a much bigger camera. I mean, to give you some context, I walked around Florida with that. It weighs a flipping ton. The one I'm filming on now is much smaller and is fantastic. It's a really brilliant vlog camera, but the image stabilization obviously isn't as smooth as this because this has got a gimbal. So you could pretty much run with this and it would still look quite smooth. So really what I'm just taking a look at is this really any good for using, and how does the audio sound? So if you have seen that video already, please do comment below. If you saw my London vlog, you will have seen me playing with a bit of this. Some of the footage in that London vlog was filmed on this, and we were recording with this on the train. It was really good at cancelling out background noise. So we're just testing out my new little camera and this wireless audio transmitter microphone thing, which is pretty good for if you are quite far away from the camera and still want to be heard.
You want a Haribo?
I can't shout very loud because everyone on this train's been nice and quiet.
Yeah, would you want a Haribo?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm all right.
You want a Haribo?
I do not need to eat the frog this morning, Bells.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Would you like a slimy worm to go down your throat?
I'm fine, thank you. I don't.
I need the
No.
camera to focus
Sorry, hang on.
me, please, for a minute. Okay, everyone, I'm going to eat the frog. Ready?
But this is the first, like, Come Shop With Me big video I filmed exclusively, or almost exclusively, bar one or two clips, with this. And I've got to say, for the feel of the PJs, these are my favourites. I think it's done a good job. This, if you're thinking about getting into video creation, YouTube, Instagram, this thing films in vertical, so like shorts or reels, as well as normal horizontal, like, you know, YouTube TV shaped. And I've been really impressed with it. So if you're looking for a Christmas gift for someone that's into filming, or you're just someone, because I get asked all the time, that wants to know which camera do I use, which one would I recommend, at the moment, it's this one. And I'll put all of the details, I've always put the details of everything that I use to film, linked below. This is not like a tech review channel. I don't talk about cameras and tech a lot, but I just thought it's worth mentioning when I do swap things up, because I always get someone asking, not necessarily even to people that want to do YouTube, but just people that want to film their own family holidays. And obviously, if you're filming on a phone, then that's going to drain the battery more. You can't then use the phone because you're recording on it. So I personally, the amount of filming and photos I do, always use external things. I take some clips with my phone, but I could never rely on my phone for just everything I do. And obviously phones have limits with storage, whereas you can like change SD cards and things with cameras. So let me know if you want me to do a full video on YouTube, starting YouTube, answering those kind of questions, because I do get those kind of questions a lot, and I'm never going to be a channel that focuses on that, but I know I get questions a lot, so if you want me to answer them, let me know. Anyway, that's kind of importing, doing its thing. I'm now going to film the Primark haul, hopefully before I have to leave to get my kiddos. If you saw my last speed clean and organise video, you know we had a bit of a switch around in Bella's room. The bed was under the window, so we've swapped it around. Ultimately, Bella needs a bigger bed. So this is an IKEA bed. It's one of the ones that pulls out. And I mean, I can lie in that, knees out straight, and I fit. But Bella is growing quite quickly, and I don't think it's going to be very long before she's taller than me. And this is, you know, a bed she's had since she was 1. So ultimately, I'm on the lookout for a bed. I'm thinking maybe if we go for an ottoman bed, like a lift-up one, which is the same style as we've got in our room. I want something pretty. She loves pink, that kind of thing. So I'm on the lookout. But what I've realised is this table is normally covered with, I mean, all the stuff I've put in here. Her reading book, her lip balms, her all the things. I said, look, let's try and keep this clear, and she agrees because she loves it all tidy. I realised I needed a little 2-drawer, like a bedside cabinet thing to go in here, much like the one that I've got in my bedroom. That originally was 4 in here, and I realised it didn't fit, so I put it in my room, and it's the one with all our hair things, all the girls' hair things that we use for every day. And I thought, right, we're going to have to go on a trip to IKEA. But then, do you know what? My auntie said, I'm going to IKEA, do you want anything, Rhea? And I was like, oh yes please. So we've got a little mini IKEA haul for you. Who wants to see what I've got from IKEA? So this, first of all, is a lamp for William's room. It's the same type of lamp that I have got in my office on my desk. His room has got that kind of like a Star Wars Death Star lamp, which I believe is from IKEA as well. It's quite dim lighting, which is fine because when he reads on his iPad, so that's backlit. But when he's doing actual schoolwork at his desk, he needs a little bit of brightness, so that's for William's desk. Especially now he's got a lot more homework now he's in secondary school. And then, didn't ask for these, but my auntie bought me some of these. Let's try and say it. Lordagsgod, I can't pronounce anything from IKEA. Apologies to the people of Sweden. I'm terrible, but I don't think I'm alone in not being able to pronounce these things. And then this is a 2-part thing. So this is a piece of glass. The piece of glass is £15, I believe. And then this is one of these, a Malm 2-drawer bedside unit, and that is going in Bella's room. So we're going to have to take that little pink table out. I'm going to have to get Daddy Four to assemble this for me. He'll do it in half the time, and he'll do it properly. Hello, sir.
Hello.
What are you doing there with that drill?
This drill.
Would you like a job?
Yeah.
I've got some an IKEA thing that needs putting together, and I know how much you love IKEA furniture. Fancy doing the magic? People have said to me in the comments sometimes, they'll go, whoop!
What are you doing?
I've had comments before when I was talking about moving a rail or something. Someone commented, that's easy, why don't you just Google it and do it yourself? Follow a YouTube video, Ray. It's like, because, well, I could, but you're literally standing there holding a drill, so it's not really in my wheelhouse, and it literally clearly is in yours, isn't it? It's going to be quicker, easier, and more efficient.
My wheelhouse.
It is your wheelhouse.
Okay. That guy, I need to colour in his phone.
It's helpful, Bella. You're colouring in the instructions, you darling? Yeah. Lovely.
No, okay, we need a flat thing, that flat thing.
Is that the flat
say
thing?
anything. Wheels, and here are some wheels. And
That is getting stressed out. Where's the feedback?
Bella, what's stressing you out?
Daddy.
Daddy's not an oopsies.
Whoopsies what?
Oh, what have you done now? You broke my
Faces.
I'm
So maybe
confused faces.
they often have IKEA furniture in his life.
Can you please like put the lid on this?
Well, fix my pencil.
Pals. Oh. What's happened here?
I think I put it up too high.
Oh. Did you want a hyperextended pencil? It's like a stabbing device now.
That's what I've been trying to do all this
Right,
time.
what are we doing?
Okay, so you put a screw there, and a screw there.
But which way around is this? It's the wrong way. It should be
no.
this way, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
It should be like that.
No. Well,
It should be.
there.
Yeah.
A screw.
Like that?
No, that's okay. A screw in the big hole.
Almost broken.
Is he doing a good job or is he fired?
There
fire
needs to
me.
be a valve there.
How can you sack it when you first think about it?
Well, I could. It would just take a lot longer.
Right. What's next, Bells?
Okay,
You're supposed to, come on.
I need
We're on
to
stop
take it
now.
off. Okay. Oh, I think you have to put them together.
No, you missed the feet.
Testing your
Yeah,
ability
you
to
have
read
to put on the
instructions.
feet.
These are the feet.
Oh, where would you be without Bella to tell you to put on the feet? Hey, Val.
So
Yeah.
see how it can go wrong? Easily go wrong. Come on.
Daddy, can I put one in?
We have got some quite messy drawers already with some stuff that's been dressing table a little bit. This was rather chaotic looking. I can probably declutter a bit more of this, but I just find like less. With Ree, which if you didn't know, it's got its own YouTube channel now. I did to and fro, didn't I? Do I start its own YouTube channel? Do I leave it on this channel? But the podcast, my eldest, well, not about my eldest, and him being assessed, which I don't think I've talked about on this channel at all, but I have talked about on the podcast. Yeah, all of that information is over on the podcast. Go and listen to it over there if that's what you'd like to do. And there's another question that I've had sent in, which I'm just going to answer all together really in this episode, which is what are the benefits? Like, why bother having any child assessed? So that's what today. And now while my computer is processing all of that, you can hear the fan booting up actually, making a terrible noise. Slice tool to get into the boxes. It saves my nails. It really does. So much easier. And it also saves, that's the fan on my computer. It is going wild. Now, this is a repurchase, as in repurchase, not a purchase made by Ree, of the dividers. Do you remember the ones that I bought to go into my bedside cabinet? So, these dividers, stack them. How cool is that? Anyway, these are for Bella's little bed being organised, and I've got to say, same. I love things being organised. The process of organising, not always fun, but it's so satisfying when it's done. Anyway, let's take these. Okay, after some organising and reorganising, I think we've got it all sorted. The bottom drawer has got her tissue box, so all this used to just be on top of that little pink table. All of these creams, little torch and things, her favourite hand cream she likes. Anyway, that's the bottom drawer. And then for the top drawer, I've got her reading, remote controls, pen for the notebook, her rose quartz. This is actually mine when I was a teenager. Her lump of rose quartz, she loves that. And then this is very precious. That was from Walt Disney World. And then lip balms and things. I've transferred these things back and forth a few times. There's nothing full at every single moment, so there is time for new things. And then back here was just so much neater. The other thing I'm going to add is one back. So by putting one of these hooks school, Bella's changed for dancing. I do need to read, but yeah, just don't feel the need to fill it. The bottom drawer, tissues,
So
cream. Yeah, it doesn't fall down the back. Can you see?
Oh.
Can you see?
Yes.
So your charger is always easy. And luckily the weather's glorious, thank goodness, because there's nothing more miserable than walking to school in the rain. And then tonight it's activities, and it's just been so busy. So we're going for a little hour, little date hour. Better go and get the kiddos now, actually. So the children are being fed. I didn't have time to have a shower, so I literally washed with a flannel and put more makeup for our little date hour. Girls, you can just pick what you want, okay? Just pick what you want. So they've gone to school in that. And it was one of those mornings where I was like, wow, I might wear my sunglasses and my winter coat. I don't need a waterproof. It's a lovely brisk coat. Are they for Valentine's Day? Maybe. But will they look good? So I've just opened some mail I had today, and I had a really interesting letter following up. We will link the full vlog below where I talked about the whole operations procedure for my women's problems. In brief, I had a biopsy and endometrial ablation. I'm not going to go into it all now, but if you're interested, then you can go watch that vlog. But long story short, they found a polyp inside my uterus. It seems to have fixed the excessive bleeding, taking away this polyp, but they had to send it away to check it wasn't anything nasty. And I've just had a letter now, it's November, confirming that the results have come back from July and it's all clear. So I'm thrilled. And I guess the message is, if you ever have any biopsy type things taken, they might take a really long time to come back. So I guess no news is good news. So hooray for all of that. I am thinking about doing a follow-up video actually, because I get lots of questions about the surgery and things. So if you have any of those, drop them in the comments below, or email them to me, or DM me over on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to all those YouTubey things. There's another video on screen for you to watch, or you can check out my Patreon for some early release videos, and I shall see you over there. Mwah.